Hello, guys. Before I introduce myself, let me apologize for not being there in person today. I hope I get to be there for some other event some other time. I am Ganga Bharani, a writer from Chennai. I've written 2 books so far, Just You, Me and the Secret and A Minute to Death. I'm here to share my writing journey with you today. Like most of the writers out there, I did not want to write from the age of 3 or 5. It happened later in life, just like an accident. When I was in my 11th class, my dad, being a PRO, we used to subscribe to all the leading English newspapers at home. He used to ask me to read the newspapers day in and day out. He wanted me to become an IAS officer. I pity him as I did not share his dream for my future. So he wanted me to at least have an opinion about everything that is quoted in the newspapers. He asked me to write to every possible column where there is an opinion asked for or where there is a view article from the readers in all the newspapers. So he used to place those kinds of pages on my desk. I ignored it like every day because I was a teenager and I wanted to have my own fun time. I did not want to waste my time writing those articles. And I did not understand how writing small pieces of articles to newspaper will do anything to my career as a computer science engineer or anything it may be. So I did not understand the importance. Slowly, newspapers started piling up on my desk. One day, out of pity, since there were like too many newspapers on my desk, out of pity, I started writing newspapers. I still remember the first article that got published. It was a photo caption contest by the Indian Express. They published photographs and they wanted readers to send in captions for it. And the best caption would be published the next day with the prize amount of 200 rupees ice cream gift voucher. I still remember it distinctly. I had written a caption: you may be a Harry Potter or a poor Potter, mud pots are the best refrigerator. I won the prize. The first time when I saw my name in the print, I just can't explain it with words. From then on, I started writing. All the articles that did not hit the newspaper, I started archiving them into a blog. That's how I started writing into the blog. One fine day, after I had like 10-15 articles, all the failure articles, I started getting hits, like I started getting visitors. I did not share the URL with anybody. That is when I understood the potential of blogs. That is when I understood the power of blogs. We could reach to so many people out there who we don't even know, who we will never meet in our lives through our blogs. We can share our opinion, we can share our experience, we can share our stories, we can share ideas. And it will reach people, and sometimes it will reach the right people also. This continued for 4 long years. When I was in my final year, wherever I was an engineering student, and whenever we were bored in a class or we were free in a class, I used to narrate stories to my friends just to while away time and keep them entertained. They used to encourage me so much. They used to tell me my stories were good enough to be written. So I wrote one single story which I narrated in class and I put it up as a Facebook note. The first Facebook story got like more than 600 likes, lot of comments from strangers, and I was so excited. In India, there is a custom. No matter who you become Modi or you become Jayalalitha, become anybody, be it CM, PM, your intelligence has to be approved by your aunt and uncle. Even when you were kids, no, your parents would call you and ask you to recite rhymes in front of your aunts and uncle. Because only if they approve of it, you're called intelligent. So I wanted to share it with my uncles and aunts. But sadly, those were the times when Facebook was not the mandatory requirement to live in a country. Those were the times when Facebook was only for youngsters. So I started putting those stories on my blog just to share it with my uncles and aunts who were not on Facebook. My blog visitors, the number of visitors on my blog started increasing drastically. Like I did not imagine so many people responding to my stories. People from across the globe started commenting on my story. And I was so excited, I continued doing it. I continued writing stories till it reached 50-60 in number. And then I decided that I will write series on my blog. One chapter a day, 15 chapter a story kinds. And this particular blog book, I used to call it blog book. This particular series, blog book, Just You, Me and a Secret, got a lot of comments. A lot of people shared it. So I was excited. A lot of people said I could publish it into a book. But I did not know how to do that. But I just kept blogging. I went to next series, I kept doing series. One fine morning, a friend of mine called. She said one of her friends is a publisher and he wants to publish my book. Those were the tales for guys. Then they approached me with a contract. They said they were interested in publishing my blog book into an actual paperback book. That's how this book happened. Similarly, Minute to Death was also a blog book. Half Baked Beans. I sent this manuscript to Half Baked Beans with all the comments on my blog, and that's how Half Baked Beans agreed to publish my second book. So, what I would suggest is if you strongly have a passion, don't think that the small steps that you take are insignificant. Don't think that the small steps that you take are not going to contribute much. Even the small step, if I had not published that article in the newspaper that day, I wouldn't have even dreamt of publishing a book. That small step of mine of publishing articles in the newspapers, those were not even articles, opinion pieces, mailbox columns, view articles. If I had not written those view articles, opinion articles those days, I wouldn't have even dreamt of writing these books. Also, blogging is a very powerful platform. If I had not blogged, I would have not known how to publish these books. I would have always sat in a room dreaming of publishing these books. So, if you have a dream of publishing books, I suggest that you start blogging right away. Thank you, Subrata, for the opportunity. I hope you enjoyed the day. Thank you.